Welcome aboard, cinephiles. I'm Titan. Let's watch fantasy movie Night of the Living Dead. A comet suddenly fell from the sky and fell into the river. This alien visitor soon revealed his true appearance and slowly left the scene. Sushi is immersed in the sweetness of her wedding, very loving with her husband Wanji. But after a class reunion, Suksi, who came home late, found a message on Wanji's mobile phone with its ambiguous text messages. And after asking her husband the next day, she found that her husband deliberately avoided her questions. So in order to find out the truth, Sushi went online to ask for help, and in many searches selected the Institute of Mysterious Events opened by Dr. Zhang. After learning about Susie's purpose of coming, Dr. Zhang began to follow Wanji and carefully collect all kinds of evidence of his cheating. What he didn't expect even more was that after Wanji's seemingly reasonable schedule, he actually hid his extremely abnormal behavior during the multi-day investigation. Dr. Zhang discovered Wanji not only hooks up with young women everywhere, but also at the gas station late at night and getting diesel. He even had the experience of getting married 3 times, except for So-hee as the 4th wife. The first 3 wives all died mysteriously 1 year after marriage. And under the pain and sorrow, So-hee found an old classmate who is now a butcher shop owner, Shi Luo, and hopes can Shi Luo help him take revenge on Wanji, a heartless man. After communicating with Dr. Zhang again, Dr. Zhang claimed So-hee's husband. In fact, he is an alien fused with human genes. Sushi was also frightened after hearing this inference. He even injured Dr. Zhang, who wanted to save him. At the same time, the Korean government established an extraterrestrial life quarantine management department, and united scientists from various countries to the alien group headed by Wanji started a discussion. This group of aliens took advantage of the perfect appearance and skills, spread viruses across the planet, and collect human genes. And scientists are worried about the time of A and B. Humanity will be wiped out by these aliens. On the other hand, in order to confirm his speculation to Sushi, Dr. Zhang took him to the gas station for on-site observation. And after discovering that her husband is indeed an alien, Sushi began to feel afraid of her husband. And because of this, he accidentally drank Wanji. I've prepared poison for him a long time ago. Suksi fell to the ground and was quickly taken to the hospital by Wanji. And just when everyone was grieving for the dead Sushi, naked knowing the truth, angrily grabbed Wanji's hair. But the strange thing is, Sushi, who was originally poisoned and died, came back to life. After examination, the doctor concluded he might have choked on the water because he was nervous, and in the confusion, he spit out the foreign object in his throat. Facing Sushi, who wakes up, Wanji, who was astonished, I can only pretend to cry with joy, and then proceeds to carry out his murderous plan. But at this time, he didn't know the accident. The Life Quarantine Management Department has dispatched agents and launched a follow-up investigation into his every move. And just when Wanji was buying poison again, Suksi also found naked and took him to see Dr. Zhang to kill this scary alien. The 3 decided to plant a high-voltage electric trap in the bathtub. But just as they were rehearsing seriously, Dr. Zhang's girlfriend, Yang Shan, who is also Sushi's old classmate, suddenly appears. Turn out to be Yang Shan, concluded that Dr. Zhang had cheated on him due to misunderstanding and followed him all the way to catch the rapist. And in order to avoid Yang Shan from doing bad things on the way, Dr. Zhang and Shi Luo could only hide in the bathroom temporarily. Yang Shan is looking for her boyfriend everywhere. I soon discovered that the bathroom door was locked, so he kicked the bathroom door open in anger. But I only saw someone wearing a dress to go to the toilet. When I was a student, I showed my gong. Fear keeps Yang Shan from entangled. Then, in panic, he picked up the lighter on the table and activated a high-voltage electrical trap. And with the trap activated, the power supply to the entire apartment building was affected. Wanji, who couldn't take the elevator, had to take the stairs to get home. Due to electric shock, Dr. Zhang, who was foaming at the mouth, died. Sushi and Shi Luo temporarily recruited Yang Shan to join them and asked him to help put the greedy Dr. Zhang into the wardrobe. After hurriedly cleaning the scene, Susie was waiting at the door to greet Wanji. The other 2 were hiding in the bedroom, struggling to stuff Dr. Zhang into the closet. Then, the music started playing. Wanji, who was kicked into the bathroom by Susie, started enjoying the night. Seeing this, Susie quickly pressed the switch. A puff of light smoke came out of the bathroom immediately. But what the three of them didn't expect was that Wanji was unscathed. So the three people guarding the door could only lie. "I came here specially to celebrate his birthday." Cheerful. The four of them then enjoyed what looked like a wonderful dinner. But halfway through, Wanji's smart speaker suddenly broadcasted, "There are non-foreign objects in his closet." Susie saw this. Then the speaker will be faulty immediately. This reporting system is closed, and tricked Wanji into drinking poisonous red wine. What surprised the three people was that Wanji actually had no reaction to the drugs in the wine. Besides, there was also a cell phone ringtone coming from the bedroom closet. When Wanji heard this, she immediately opened the cabinet door and saw Dr. Zhang, who was hidden. Dr. Zhang, who was unconscious, suddenly opened his eyes. Wanji is in a state of shock, beat Dr. Zhang to death with a club. When Susie saw this, she had an idea. Start encouraging Wanji to destroy the corpse formation as soon as possible. But just as everyone was preparing to bury the body overnight because of the previous agreement, Wanji's accomplices came here too. So Wanji could only lie and pretend to see the guests off, and asked his accomplices to wait for him at home. And under Shiluo's suggestion, everyone transported the body to a nearby abandoned development zone. In order to completely kill Wanji, prepare to eat more vegetarian food. Then he knocked him out with a shovel. Then they buried him and Dr. Zhang together. But what makes everyone panic is that buried Wanji, he actually struggled to crawl out of the soil. So the three of them could only drive away in panic. Obviously waking up, Wanji didn't intend to let the three of them off easily. As fast as lightning, he quickly caught up with him. Fortunately, Su Shi slammed on the brakes. Wan Jikai, who was clinging to the roof of the car, was thrown off the cliff. And just after several people followed Su Shi home tiredly, but found Wanji's follower. It turned out to be because I secretly drank red wine with added spices. They all fell into Su Shi's home. So in order to deal with these dead aliens, everyone could only drag them to the suburbs. But who would have thought that the police would suddenly encounter a traffic jam on the road? Shro was also charged with drunk driving. Follow the police to the police station to register. Nearby at this time, police patrol suddenly brought a homeless man who lost his memory, and this man happens to be from Dr. Zhang. Zhang Yongshan couldn't help crying with joy. Besides, after learning that the police wanted to register everyone, the three people tried to prevent them from getting close to the body. But who knew the alien in the car woke up? Besides, thousands of people rolling down the cliff. Ji also came to the police station after replenishing his energy. Three people saw this. Then he cooperated with Wanji, who looked kind-hearted, and continued acting and drove down the mountain under the instructions of the police. At first, Wanji was disappointed with her dress. Susie and Shiluo also tried to get through the lie door, but this little trick was quickly exposed by Wanji. Then, Wanji immediately prepared to drive and die with them. And in the chaos and tug, the out-of-control van rolled and fell in a nearby river ditch, protected by a safety belt. Because Su Shi and others were injured, they quickly climbed out of the car, keep running away. And Wanji, whose head was chopped off with a kitchen knife, he quickly chased after him. At the same time, government agents tortured Wanji's associates, learned the whereabouts of Wanji and others. But when they arrived at the scene, I only found Dr. Zhang, who was a bit stupid. As for Susie and others who hid in the abandoned factory, they are no match for the aliens Wanji. Fortunately, the detectives arrived in time. This group of special agents composed of aliens. Immediately, Wanji was arrested. Just in front of the powerful Wanji, all agents look vulnerable. In desperation, the captain had no choice but to take action himself. Su Shi, who narrowly escaped death at first, prepared to escape with your friends in the chaos. But after meeting Dr. Zhang, he discovered special medicine to deal with aliens. At this time, Wanji is almost invincible. And just in him, when preparing to eliminate the captain who betrayed the tribe, Su Shi unexpectedly attacked from behind. He was injected with the special medicine invented by Dr. Zhang. Susie's behavior made Wanji angry, but just when he was about to go on a killing spree, the special medicine suddenly takes effect. and he also lost his breath in unwillingness. In the end, as Wanji was eliminated, Suzy finally got rid of this demon. Young Shan also regained his memory because of Dr. Zhang, gained late love, but soon, Suzy drove to the gas station and secretly picked up the gas gun when no one was around.